I'm Samantha, and I want to start by saying something important. I see you. I see the late nights you've spent perfecting your resume. I see the disappointment when another application disappears into the void. I see the self-doubt creeping in, making you question your worth and your qualifications. And I want you to know that every single feeling you're experiencing is valid and shared by millions of talented professionals just like you. The job market can feel impersonal and discouraging, but your career story deserves to be told in a way that captures attention and opens doors. That's exactly what Resume Flow does. We take your unique experiences, skills, and aspirations and craft them into a compelling narrative that employers can't ignore. You're not just looking for any job. You're looking for the right opportunity that recognizes your value and propels your career forward. With Resume Flow's AI-powered insights and optimization tools, we're going to make sure that opportunity finds you. Your breakthrough moment is closer than you think. Let's create it together.
Every step I took alone, built a kingdom all my own. No more shadows pulling strings. I am light, I am wings.
I walked away, no chains to bind. I left the past, I cleared my mind. The road was rough, the skies were gray, but I broke free, I found my way.
I walked away, I broke the chain, left behind their endless reign. Tried my best to make it fit, but their world wasn't it. Now I'm free, running strong, I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Now I'm free, running strong, I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust.
Freedom's here
And I can trust.
I tried my best, I gave my all, but their world was too small. They couldn't see beyond their walls, so I chose to rise, not let myself fall.
Saw their ways a hollow sound. No real love was ever found. Left them there where they belong. Now my heart beats twice as strong.
Now I'm free, running strong, I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Their whispers fade like distant songs. I found my voice where I belong. No anchors now, no shadows stay. I face the sun, a brighter day.
They wanted walls, I wanted skies. I couldn't live their tangled lies. Now I'm soaring, winds at play, dancing light in every way.
Now I'm free, running strong, I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
Now I'm free, running strong. I won't look back where I don't belong. Left their weight in the fading dust. Freedom's here and I can trust.
I'm free, I'm running wild, like the laughter of a child. Free from their weight, I can breathe. This is my time to believe. I'm free, I'm running wild, like the laughter of a child. Free from their weight, I can breathe. This is my time to believe.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are engineered to win, and it's gonna be an interesting show today. I will tell you why, but I am using a different software. I'm going back to my roots, right? And I will tell you why and what happened and how I was severely annoyed today. And that's why, I said, you know what? Even though we might not have the bestest show, but we're gonna have a lot of fun. And look, we build it as we fly it. That's how the game goes. So we're gonna figure it out, right? We're gonna figure it out. But I'll get into some more details and insights. But let me know, are you able to hear me? Does it sound clear? Does the mic sound okay? Because I'm on a different software, so it might be a little different. As you can see, new designs, new layouts. And I'm actually really, really liking what I'm seeing here, but we shall see. We shall see. Give me a second to try to fix something over here. Okay, I got it. Cool. All right, and the chat. All right, cool. So, can somebody? I can try it myself. Let me try it myself. Because I need to see if the chat is working. I am gonna go here. Let me see. Testing the chat. I don't know if the chat is working. Is the chat working? I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out later. We will figure that out later. Like I said, I am going back to an original software. We shall see how it goes. Let me make sure that everything is closed out. But we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I don't have all of my sound effects ready, unfortunately, so sorry about that. But I'm getting everything ready. I do have some of my sound effects, and I will continue to be adding more as in the next, like by our next live. Well, no, I take that back, because tomorrow morning is going to be our next live stream. But by our next regularly scheduled live stream, I will have all of my things configured, all of my things working. So no need to worry, no need to fret. All right, so here is the rundown for tonight. This is what we're going to be getting into. Let me see, where do I have this thing? All right, cool. Ooh, watch this, right? Watch this. Bada bing, bada boom. So we're going to get into our icebreaker. We're going to get into implementing the waitlist. We're going to be talking about IBM making a deal with Anthropic, Supabase's $5 billion valuation, and Japanese drones. That's what we're going to be getting into tonight. But before we even do that, I need to, let me pull this down a little bit. This is a little too high for my liking. Where are you? Let's go to, pull that down, right? Like, look, you got to bear with me, because this is all new. I'm building it as we fly the plane. So here we are. That is what we have on the docket for tonight. But before we even get into our icebreaker, you guys know what I have to do. I have to give a big thank you to all of the subscribers on the channel from wherever you're watching, whether you're watching on Arena, whether you're watching on X, on Twitch, on YouTube, wherever it is that you're tuning in from. I just want to say that I truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for letting me add more and more value into your lives. I had to make sure I had that sound effect, because I truly appreciate every last one of you. All right. And I don't have the other two sound effects yet, but I want to give a big shout out to all of my tech barbarians, my tech prodigy, my technical explorers, every member of the Tech Coach Ralph Patreon that allows me to add so much more value into your lives, helping you on your tech game, helping you on your career path. Thank you so much. We work so hard day in and day out. Today at Tech Coach Ralph, at techcoachdrive.dev, I posted a clip of the Vibe Code and Chill session. I made that available to everybody, but I was sharing how I appreciate how AI is able to help me with so many things, but especially with development, infrastructure wise, building these applications. You saw on Tuesday, we used AI to be able to add an additional feature to the, well, we fixed an issue that we were having on the time cost calculator. We hopefully the Google thing went through and we shouldn't have to worry about that. And then we pushed it to the stores. Google, it's live. I need to send it for approval inside of Apple, but we're working. We are working. All right. So that is the deal. That is what's going on. Oh, what is this? What is this? Sorry, something's showing up. Oh, okay. I think I know what it is. Let me see. Now I think I remember. What is this? Not sure about this. All right, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure out some of these things because I went back to an original software, so I gotta make sure I figure out how some of these things work. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So, and last but not least, shout out to my Tech Barbarians. Those are the YouTube channel members who keep this channel running day in and day out, allowing us to get this word out across the entire world in multiple different languages. And I just want to say I am looking forward to the YouTube updates where we will be able to stream in vertical mode as well as in the regular mode that we normally do. I just want to add more and more value. I want to reach more and more people. So shout out to all of you. All right. So with that being said, let's quick announcements. Tomorrow we're going to be going. I'm in a new software, so my mind is a little shaky right now. But tomorrow we are going to be premiering the Bug Bite at noon Eastern time. We're going to be talking about, what are we talking about tomorrow? Oh, it's about a roboticist and how this roboticist believes that humanoid robots are not going to be that prevalent. Like they're actually going to fail. So we're gonna find out more about it tomorrow at noon. And I have to, because it's on my list of to-dos, I have to go live tomorrow morning. We're going to do a news vertical stream show. We're just going to be looking at some news stories. It's probably going to be around 7:30ish in the morning. That's the goal. 7 to 7:30. We're going to go live vertical stream for mobile view, and we're going to be looking at some tech news and things of that nature. So that's going to be tomorrow, 7 to 7:30, around that time for about an hour, and we will go from there, see how that goes. Because I'm planning to try to integrate that more into this channel. And if I have to do it on this software, it's going to be a little interesting, but we'll figure it out. We shall figure it out. That is one thing that we always do. We figure it out. All right. All right. Let me see. I don't see this chat message. Maybe that's why I don't see this chat message. Let me see. Let me see if I... Let me see if I can get my chat message. Oh, wait. Oh, something's happening. Give me a second. To see if I can get this working. Because what's a show without the chat? Let me see. Let's see. And shout out to Phil Knight. I see you in the chat, but I'm trying to get the messages up. Hopefully I can make that happen. I don't know. We shall figure it out one day at a time. All right, we got that. Say, yes, it's me. All right. Let's say we take that one. Let's see what happens. Oh, why is that like that? That's not what I wanted. Okay, close this. All right, can we close the window? Now what? Let me see. What do we got? Oh, you know what? Oh, all right. Let me try again to see if I send this message. Because I remember now it has to be a pop-up chat. And if we do testing the chat again, Oh, still no. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay, cool. So okay, now I should be able to see any message that you send. I had to do something to pop the message out. We're there. So if you see here, boom. All right. So let me move this up a little bit. Let me see chat messages. Cool. We should be good with that. All right. We should be good with that. So we shall be able to see the chat messages now. So we're good to go. We are good to go. I wasn't able to get Magnetar's message into the chat or Phil Knight, but I want to say that shout out to my guy Magnetar with the Sith coach, Ralph. I don't have the sound effects set up for that yet, but shout out to my guy Magnetar, always supporting me. And we got Phil Knight in the building. How are you doing, Phil Knight? So happy to see you. Always, always a pleasure and a blessing. All right, we are going to jump into the icebreaker for tonight. And I actually have like kind of two, it's a twofer, right? I'm going to share you the first one, which is positive. The second one, which is, it's kind of negative, but it's also positive, right? So let's get into it. Here's what we're going to do. Here is what we are going to do. We're going to go like this, right? Watch this real quick. We're going to go like that. And we're going to say, boom, icebreaker time. And we're gonna say, and let me know, are the sound effects too loud? Do I need to bring them down? I don't know what's going. Can you guys hear the sound effects? By the way, are you able to hear the sound? I don't know if you guys can hear it. Let me see. Let me try one more time. Hold on. Are you able to hear them? I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Give me a second here. Let me try something. We should be back. So software crashed, but we were able to pick it back up apparently. So that's a good thing because last time we might have not been able to do that. Let me see what else I'm looking for. Let me go and kick these streams back off. We are back. All right, cool. We're back. We're good. We're good. Oh, that was a close call. Now I got scared for a second there. I was like, oh man, we messed it up again, but we're good. We are good to go. All right, cool. We got that. And let's see what else we can do. All right, cool. Let me move that up here. I really don't need that. All right. Like I said, you gotta bear with me. You gotta bear with me tonight because it's gonna be a little bit messy. It'll be a little bit messy. I don't know if you guys are able to hear the sound effects. I guess I'll have to go back and play it and try and play it back. But I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. All right. So we are on our icebreaker for tonight. And this icebreaker is about, I learned a very, very important lesson from a 3.5-year-old. Yes, I did. And I'm gonna tell you about it, right? Let me see where he is. How do I get this thing back? Oh, I think I got like it. Okay, there we go. Boom. All right. So here is the lesson that I learned from a 3.5-year-old, right? So basically this is what happened. My son, he loves chocolate protein milk chocolate protein milk, right? And so we bought him some, like we've tried different brands. We tried the powder, we tried the ones in the bottles, all that type of stuff, right? And he loves them all. However, I learned this very, very important marketing tactic this morning. And I was like, I gotta share this with you guys. Marketing is so important. And that's why, like, when you see like they'll put these cartoon characters on, on these cereal boxes and stuff like that. It's all part, like that's how they're getting the kids, right? Because they'll see these characters on TV and then they'll want whatever they see, right? So it's what I saw. We had the milk for him and we went to buy some milk yesterday, but we got a different brand. And so this morning when we go to give him the milk, he's like, no, I don't like it. I'm like, you never tried it before. How do you know you don't like it? Like, oh no, I don't like it. I'm like, just try it and find out if you like it or not. Like, no, I don't like it. I'm like, My wife is like, it's because of the bottle. He doesn't like the design of the bottle. I'm like, what? Just like the design of the bottle? That's what it was. So she's like, all right, go put it in a cup for him. I go and I put it in a cup, right? Put the bottle in the cup. And, close it, straw, whatever. And I bring it back to him. He drinks the entire thing. He drinks the whole bottle. So it wasn't about liking or not liking the milk. He didn't like the bottle. And that's why if the presentation that you present is super important. That's why when people are like, oh, you shouldn't have to do well in an interview. You shouldn't have to be able to communicate. You just need to know how to do the job. No, being able to communicate is also part of doing the job, right? It's basic. You need to be able to sell yourself. You need to be able to network and communicate efficiently. You need to be able to share the value that you bring. And for a 3.5-year-old, it was the value was in the design of the bottle. He didn't like the colors, the color layout, all that stuff in the bottle. So, and then as soon as you change the bottle to something else, he was like perfectly fine with it. And he drank the whole entire thing. And he probably wants more. And probably tomorrow he'll drink from the regular new bottle. And my message to you is you need to work on your presentation, on your communication, on your delivery, on your appearance. So you can have all the tech skills in the world. You can be like I'm telling you, I knew a developer who was like a genius, but he had terrible social skills. And don't get me wrong, my social skills are not the best. Ask the guy that I train with at jiu-jitsu, right? I don't really like to talk and all that. I just want to work. Everything that I do, I just want to work, right? But I also know when I need to turn it on, I'm like, all right, we have to be social. We have to network. We have to communicate effectively. And that's why my message to you is always, you need to be the full package. You don't need to be 100% at everything. But if you get to like 75, 60, even 65% of everything, right? You're going to learn more during the process. But if you're like, oh, I'm not gonna work on my appearance, I'm not gonna work on how I communicate, I'm just gonna, I'm like, they need to accept me as I am. I was watching a Diary of a CEO, right? And I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Ava or something. I can't remember the name of the lady, right? But she used to be in the Secret Service. And she was talking about like, look, you don't need to be yourself at work. You don't need to be yourself at work. What do you mean I don't need to be myself at work? I should be myself anywhere I go. No, it's like the people at work, it's about getting work done. It's not about being besties and, going out to a happy hour and stuff like that. You need to be personable. You need to be able to communicate. You need to be able to contribute, to add value. But if people were close, great. But in jiu-jitsu, right? We have a saying, and it's harder said than done, or it's easier said than done. Easier said than done. Leave your ego at the door. That's the saying that we go by. Leave your ego at the door, because people will get like very triggered and emotional because when things aren't going their way, and it's like this is like learning how to learn. That's how I can put it best, right? Learning how to learn from people who have more knowledge, more experience, more years in the game. That's what it's about right there. And I learned this marketing tactic from a 3.5-year-old. The presentation matters. This one bottle, he didn't like it. The other, we put it in another packaging, and he loved it. He drank the whole entire thing. All right? Market yourself. My message to you, from a 3.5-year-old. Learn how to market yourself effectively. That's it. That's what you got to do. You need to learn how to market yourself effectively so that you can sell yourself and you can win. You can win. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Phil Knight said, watching from my PS5, so I won't be able to chat as normal. I'm doing good overall. There's no keyboard to chat like on the phone or other devices. Well, I appreciate you watching nonetheless. And my whole chat thing is all kind of wonky right now. Let me try it again, make sure that, let me see, testing again. Let's see. Oh, okay. So next, if I don't crash the software again, I should be able to get the next message because I'm able to see mine. So it is what it is. All right. So anyways, anyways, let's get started. Let me get some water first. Oh, actually, add one more, right? So the other thing that, so this annoyed me, but it also motivated me, right? This annoyed me, but it also motivated me tremendously. All right. So as you can see, I am using a different software than I normally use, right? Well, I was going to use my original software, like not original, but the one that I have been using, which can stream to a multitude of platforms. But I said, well, I'm going to do it. Hold on. Let's see. Betting. There it is. Give me a second. I will share that with you in just a second. I noticed that Arena had dropped off, so I'm adding Arena back to the game. Gotta be careful with the software so it doesn't just crash and burn on me. All right, we're back on Arena. All right, cool. So, like I was saying, right? So, so basically, what happened the past couple of days or past week or so is the internet connection for some reason has been dropping on and off, right? And in the software that I was using, after it couldn't reconnect for a certain amount of time, they said it's a minute. I don't think it's a minute. I think it's a lot less than that. The software would disconnect. And even though in YouTube, I have it set to not auto stop the stream, I have to request it to be stopped. The software would send the stop request once it can't connect to the internet for a minute. I'm like, well, I don't want that to happen. I would want to be the one to control it. So I emailed them. I said, you know what? Because I was already thinking about going back to this software that I'm using right now. I'm using OBS, right? Open source broadcasting system, open broadcasting system, something like that, right? That's what it stands for. And I used to use it like, I stopped using it last year in April. And part of the reason, because I was like, one of the reasons I wanted to be able to bring people up onto the stream, but now I'm like, I don't need anybody on the stream. If I need to bring somebody else on, I will figure out a way to do it, which is going to be a lot more cost effective. All right. But and I was paying for this software. This one, everything that you see here, I'm not paying for it. Right. And I emailed them because I said, you know what, if they it is very convenient. I have everything set up already. And I said, let me email them to see, is there any way that we can prevent this from auto disconnecting? And if there isn't a way, I would expect to say, well, we don't currently have a way, but it is something that we're going to be looking into, as any good software company would do. Like, yeah, we don't have a way for it, but let us get back to you. We're going to see if we can add it to the backlog. We're going to see what the demand is, right? But this was the response that I got, right? I'm going to show you the response that I got. I got this. So they said, let me see if I make it a little bit bigger. They said, there isn't a way to have the reconnection time configurable. Why? Right? Like, why not? At the time it disconnects, it will have already been trying to reconnect for up to a minute. There isn't anything we can do on our end to change that. And I'm thinking like, well, if you are the ones who are creating the software, if you're creating the software, how is it that there's nothing that you can do about it, right? Like it didn't make like, it's like saying, well, I built the coaching portal, right? I built the app for my mom, which I published, and now she has access to it, and it's all good, right? But I'm like, if you are the ones who are like, if you create the software, how is it not possible? Can I get and this is the thing, right? If I was just any regular customer, I might accept that answer. But I build software. I'm in tech. I've been testing software for God knows how long. You never really tell the customer that it's just not possible. It's, well, let me look into it. Let me find out. If it's not possible, tell me why. Like what is the limitation that because honestly, all it could be is, all right, well, we need to add this part to our interface, to the settings. And we can say, do you want it to automatically disconnect after it loses connection for 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute? Or do you want to stop it yourself? And I would say it's just a configuration. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why something like that is not this software just crashed on me, and I was able to open it back up and just keep streaming where I left off, because on YouTube I didn't have it set to auto stop. So I'm like, why is this such a complicated issue to figure out? So for me, I think it's I don't know who's responding to these emails, right? But because other times I've spoken to people, when this person has responded before, it's like, oh no, there's nothing we could do. Oh no, there's nothing we do. But then when I speak to other people, it's like, oh yeah, let me look into that. Oh, and they'll even jump on a call and help me troubleshoot and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not going to have the show lose. And then I checked, when is my renewal date for the software? And it's like in 2 or 3 days. I say, oh, you know what? We're gonna be using OBS tonight. I'm gonna get as much as I can configured, and then I'll continue to configure it throughout the next couple of days. But we are not doing this. Nope, we're not doing this. Nope. Is what it is. Is what it is, right? So when software companies tell me that there's nothing that they can do on their end when they control it, because YouTube, like if you disconnect from YouTube, right, and you have it not set to auto stop, it'll just keep looping and looping and looping until it gets a connection back. So I'm like, how is it possible that there's nothing that you can do on your end? Nothing? It's just a configuration. If it tries up for up to a minute, that means that I should say, oh, I want you to try up to 5 minutes, up to 10 minutes, indefinitely, until I say to stop it. But nope, there's nothing that we can do on our end. Well, guess what? There is something I can do on my end. And what is that? I can take my talents to OBS for free 99. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. All right. That's it. That's all I got. That's all that I got on that one. All right. So let me check the chat real quick. This should work. Let me see. We got my guy. Let me see. Let me move this up just a little bit. Chat messages. We got my guy Junior in the building. Hits me with the what's up, family. Shout out to you. Let me see. We got my guy Rod Brown in the building. What's up, Rod Brown? How are you doing tonight? Says, wow, you're live streaming on a Thursday. Must have fallen off the algorithm. Missing last week. Actually, no. I did not miss last week, Rod Brown. I was here last week. And why is the word algorithm cut off? Hold on, give me a second. What's going on here? Give me a second. See, like I said, we're going to be fixing some stuff as we go along. Let me see. Chat messages, and we're gonna go to all right, there we go. It says must have fallen. Okay, I was here last week. I had some technical difficulties with the internet. Did we? We ended up cutting it like a little bit short because I had some issues with the internet. But I was here. I am always here. You're thinking about 2 weeks ago. You're thinking about while you were out of town, not working. That's what you're thinking about. So I was here. I'm always here. I am always here. Let me see. 820. Okay. Well, the internet might be a little shaky. Who knows? But it is what it is. It says, Phil Knight says, we can hear the sound effects. You are dropping frames on our end. You'll figure out the right settings to where you're not dropping frames. I think it's an internet issue. Like my goal, which I'm gonna figure out the whole internet thing. I'm gonna try to hardwire at some point, but I'm just happy that the whole stream doesn't just get cut off on us, you know, because that is not cool. That is not cool. Let me do one more thing over here. Let's go to here. Let's do that. Let's do that. Boom, better. All right, cool. Like it. Love it. Love it. All right. And Robert says, not working. I dropped the videos all last week. What you mean? What you mean? You ain't live stream though. You ate live stream Rod Brown. You ate live stream Rod Brown. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to jump into our first section of work. So also, so as you guys know, I added a, let me see, let's go to, let's go to here, right? So let me throw up the first segment. Let's do this. So we're gonna do this the right way. We are progressing to implementing the waitlist, right? We're gonna be implementing the waitlist. So let's go to Rod Brown. After you see all these things that I'm doing, you might actually switch over to OBS as well, right? But we're gonna be adding the waitlist to the Tech Barbarians Coaching portal, right? So I'm gonna go and switch over to here. Let's see if it works. All right, cool. I don't have my nice transitions as I used to, but it is what it is. That's weird. Maybe that would happen. All right, so let's go. So I added I added the fasting thing. I actually fasted for 90 hours. 90 hours this past week, right? From Sunday night all the way to 4:00 p.m. Eastern time over here. That's what I did, right? But I noticed that I don't see a log of my fasting. So before I go ahead and let me see if there's any, is there any other logs in here? Let me see. Let me check my I did this earlier. Let's do that. Let me check my, let me see. Timeline. Does it have my fast log? It doesn't have my fast log. Look at that dinner though. Look at that dinner though. Chicken, steak, avocado. It was amazing. All right. Let's go. So let's do this, right? Let's do this. So yeah, I don't have, it doesn't show my fast, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the database to see if it has it in there. And if it does, we need to display it. Let's go to the table editor. And we're going to go to fasting sessions, goal 72, duration in minutes. All right, cool. So we have it there. So we need to, so the first thing I'm going to say is I'm going to say, let's do it like this, right? Let me get a Gemini window. And I am going to say, should have the fast in here. Okay, so we're gonna do in the so I used the fasting. I don't even have my timers right now, so we're gonna play it by ear, right? I used the fasting feature to do a fast. However, after I ended the fast, it doesn't show anywhere in the portal of a historical log of my fasts and the date they started, the end date, and how long the fast was for. Can you write me a feature story to have the completed and in progress fasts documented? All right, so that's just a quick little feature that I want to add because it's important to me to be able to see that historical record. And that way, it's all for building discipline, building encouragement, building motivation, all that, right? All right, so let's see. So I'm gonna so as a coaching member who uses the fasting tracker, I want the app to automatically save a record of every fast I complete and display a historical log so that I can track my consistency, review my progress over time, and stay motivated by seeing the tangible history of my accomplishments. All right, hold on. It says I'm okay. What happened, Rod Brown? What's going on, Rod Brown? You don't see the stream? I see it. Don't scare me. Don't scare me like that, Rod Brown. Don't scare me like that. It's not you. It's me, Rod Brown. It's not you. It's me. Or it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It's you. Let me see. Let me write in the chat. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see. All right. So, all right, cool. It's good now. All right, cool. Rob me scaring me, man. Tell he takes a week off and now he's like coming back scaring me. All right, so when the user successfully ends a fast, the system must automatically save a permanent record of that fast, including its start time, end time, and calculated duration, dedicated history view. A new accessible section within the fasting feature titled Fasting History must be created. Log entry, we got that. Chronological order, in progress state, timeline integration. Upon completion, each fast must be automatically added to as an entry to the visual comp. Okay, I like it. Empty state for users who have not completed a fast. The fasting history must be display a friendly, encouraging message. You completed your completed fast. All right, perfect. I'm going to copy that. And I am going to go into here and I am going to paste that feature right there. And I am going to say, go ahead and do it. So there was another issue that we found the other day that I tried to fix with Lovable. I tried it twice. It didn't go through. It didn't work. So I'm going to have to do it myself manually. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So much for, all right. Maybe Arena's not working. I don't know. Let me see. All right, so it is, I'll add the fasting history section to display all completed fasts with the active fast shown at the top with in progress indicator. So it's adding that feature right there. All right, so while it's doing that, I'm going to go back into Gemini and I am going to ask it for, so what we'll do is at 9 p.m., we're going to take a break, right? Oh, you know, that'd be a cool feature. That'll be a cool feature actually. You know what? Let's do this right now. Give me a second. Let me see something. We'll do it during the break, right? We're gonna do it during the break. But I have a cool idea to add to the I have a cool idea to add a little bit more jazz to this, all right? But all right, so we're gonna say I want to have a wait list for people who are interested in signing up for the portal, can enter their information, and they will be added to the wait list. As access is being granted to certain people to start using the app before it is fully launched, I want to have a way to send the user an email with a invite code that they will enter when signing up from that link, and they must enter their assigned invite code within 7 days, I guess. Within 7 days to get early access to the platform. Can you provide me with a user story for that? Right? So basically, I'm asking it to write me a user story where it will where we'll be able to do the wait list and early access invitation, so that way so people can sign up for the wait list. So we can have, so once it's launched, then we can set it out. We can do a blasting and say, okay, this is now live, blah blah blah. Go ahead and sign up, yada yada yada. But also you get a way of capturing emails and being able to contact people and sending them notifications, sending them information, all of that good stuff, right? So that's the idea behind it. Let's see. So, all right. So before we copy this, let's go and look if this is done. So I add the fasting history section, and it wasn't going to take a lot of work because we already have all the data. I'll add a fasting history section to display all completed fasts with the active fast shown on top. Added fasting section showing all completed fasts with duration, start times, in progress, badge for active fast. I don't know if it did the timeline integration because it didn't mention it, but we'll check. So let's go to here. Let's refresh. I have way too many pages open. All right. So if we go to health and, oh, look at that. Look at that. We have our fasting history. We had a 72-hour goal. We did 90 hours and 28 minutes. Started October 5th, 2025 at 10 p.m. Ended October 9th, 2025 at 4:28 p.m. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. So that's the little thing I wanted to add real quick. We have the dinner that was I think it was more than 5 ounces of steak, but whatever. And probably more than 4 ounces of, but whatever. It's AI saw the picture and said, this is what it looks like to me. I'm like, I can live with that. I can live with that. All right. Cool. So that's basically it. We're going to start, what? Am I going to eat anything tonight? Nah, we're going to start our next fast. Let's say we're going to do a 48-hour fast. And we started at, let's say at 5. Let's say at 5, right? Boom. We've already been fasting for about 4 hours already, right? We're going 48. We're actually going to like Sunday, but whatever. All right, cool. There we go. Friday to Saturday, or Thursday to Friday, Friday to Saturday. Actually, it might be another 7. It might be another 72. We'll see. You can always get rid of it and add another one. Whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Right. Anyways, but so we got that. All right. So this is pretty much it. Let me check if it added it to the. Let me check if it added it to the timeline as requested. I don't know where I would put it on the timeline though. I don't see it on the timeline. So let's get it onto the timeline real quick. Let's say. Can you add the completed fasts to the timeline as well? And can we span the fast across all the days that we were fasting? I'll let you figure that out. Boom. Let's see how that goes, and then we should be good. I don't know if it's doing the sound from OBS. I'm wondering if you can hear, like when you guys hear the sound effects, does it sound really, really low? Because I'm wondering if the sound effects that are playing on the computer are passing into the mic instead of actually playing through the actual software. If that's the case, I'll need to figure out how to fix that. But no biggie. All right, I'll check the fasting hook to see how the timeline entry is currently being created, and then modify it to span fast across days. I'll update the fasting hook to create timeline entries for each day. That's what I figured. All right, cool. Appreciate. I won't be able to fix it now because I have to find out what's wrong. But we're gonna get everything better than it was before, right? We're gonna get everything better than it was before. All right, so completed fast now appears on the timeline spanning across all the days. All right, cool. So let's go and check the timeline. We're going to refresh this. Do we see the fast anywhere? You said you did it, right? With the sync markers, all right. Let's refresh again. Timeline? I don't see the fast. I think I was adding this stuff to test things out. I don't see the fast though. Oh, I like it shows the pictures on there. All right, I'll figure the fast part out later. I wonder if it's the food that I'm putting on there that's causing that. We'll figure it out. No biggie at all. All right, but that is a quick little feature that I wanted to add so I can be able to visually see. We have, all right, we're good. Yeah, it didn't take that much credits. So, but we do have this part done, so that's good. If we go over to health, we're able to see how long we've been fasting for, and we're able to see the we're able to see the history, right? And I'll tell you this, right? After those past days, we're like today, like I'm not even really hungry, but I'll eat because we said we were going to, but feeling pretty good, pretty strong, right? So we're good to go. We're good to go. All right, so we are going to go back to full screen, and we're gonna go to break. I'm gonna check the chat. I am going to add something else real quick. Let me see, where can I find it? Let's go to, let me add this real quick and then I'm gonna check the chat. Let's go to, let's see. Let's try this. Let's try this. We go here. We do. if we do, that looks right. And we say, boom, sweet. And then watch how easy this is, right? We're gonna take this and we're going to go to, oops, we're gonna say add browser, oops. And we go to, boom, look at what? Say what? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Drop it right in there. And we can take that. Move. I'm telling you, Magnetar was up to something with that. You don't know the power of the dark side. Look at what we do. Look at what we doing. Like where they do that at? Where they do that at? Look at that. We got a clock right here. We got a clock right here. All right. All right. So let's go. Let me check the chat, and then we're gonna go to our first break time story. Right. So let's see. What else we had? Let me see. Did I miss anything? Nothing from over here. All right. So Junior said we had Rod Brown. Gotcha. And Junior says stream looks fine to me. That's good to hear. And says, wow, Junior, you have the whole podcast studio. Junior release a video? Did you release a video? Did I miss a video? All right, I'm gonna have to go check this after the show, right? And Junior says, sometimes I have to be professional and use a studio. Let's go. Let's get it. Let me see. Rob Ross says that the sound effects are very low. That's unfortunate. I'm definitely gonna fix that, because me without my sound effects it's hard, right? Got my guy Me Mysify in the building, says good evening to me, to Rod Brown, to Junior, and everyone else in the chat. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you as well, Me Mysify. All right, we are going to get into this topic of discussion for today. So if you give me a second. Let's do this right. Boom. IBM and Anthropic. All right. So we're going to go to, gotta get a faster way to do this, right? Let me get this down too. All right. So IBM signs a deal with Anthropic. We are going to read up on that to see what exactly is going on with IBM and Anthropic. Let's go. All right. So make this a little smaller. There we go. All right, cool. So what is going on with IBM and Anthropic, right? So IBM just announced a key Anthropic deal options. Options data tell us IBM stock could be headed here next. Uh-oh. So it says International Business Machines. I never knew that's what IBM stood for. I didn't know that's what IBM stood for, but International Business Machines shares are in focus on Wednesday morning after the legacy technology company, also known as the Big Blue, announced an artificial intelligence AI partnership with Anthropic. The collaboration aims at integrating the Claude family of large language models, everybody knows Claude, into IBM's comprehensive software portfolio, marking a significant expansion of its AI capabilities. IBM stock has been in a sharp uptrend over the past 2 months and is currently up some 25% versus its August low. Significance of Anthropic deal for IBM. The Anthropic deal builds upon IBM's existing AI ecosystem, which includes previous successful collaborations with other technology leaders. Investors hailed the announcement on October 7th since it demonstrates the company's commitment to maintaining a diverse and robust artificial intelligence portfolio. The strategic move is broadly expected to enhance IBM's competitive position against major cloud providers, particularly in rapidly growing enterprise AI market where security and compliance are paramount concerns. So, when I think of IBM, I don't really think of a cloud provider though. When I think of IBM, I think about, I don't even know what I think about IBM nowadays. I know they use it like, I don't know. Let me see. I'm kind of curious now. What does IBM still make? I don't even know. IBM primarily focused on software consult. What is an IBM software? Software consulting infrastructure, particularly for large businesses specializing in hybrid cloud and artificial intelligence. Their offering includes enterprise software for cybersecurity and data and data analytics, consulting services for implement digital technologies, and hybrid cloud infrastructure to support AI workloads. The company has largely moved away from consumer products, instead providing enterprise-level IT services and software through platforms like Red Hat OpenShift for hybrid cloud and Watson X for AI. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So they shifted away from the consumer area, which I've seen. I've seen like some podcasts where they're saying, you know, if you want to be successful, you need to stop focusing on the common consumer type and you need to go target big businesses. So it seems that's what IBM is doing in this circumstance. All right. All right. What else did they say? Right. It says, in short, the agreement positions a tech giant to capitalize on accelerating enterprise adoption of AI technologies, potentially driving growth in its cloud services revenue and pushing IBM stock prices higher over time. Fair enough. Let's see. It says where options data suggests IBM shares are headed next. Bar charts options data paints a cautiously optimistic picture for IBM stock, with implied volatility suggesting a 6.67% expected move through October 24th. Huh? What? Okay, that sounds pretty good. That translates to a near-term trading range of $271 and $310. Notably, the upper bound sits closer to IBM's recent high, hinting at bullish sentiments. Longer-term contracts expiring January 6th to widen the range considerably from 258.23 and on the downside of to 323.43 on the upside. All right, so it can go down or it can go up, underscoring the potential for breakout momentum. Interesting. With IBM doubling down on artificial intelligence initiatives, including enterprise AI integration and hybrid cloud enhancements, the upside scenario appear more plausible. Okay. Shout out to IBM. Investors may be pricing in strategic tailwinds that favor continued strength in IBM shares. Wall Street also remains bullish on IBM. Wall Street firms also currently forecast continued upside in IBM stock moving forward. The consensus rating on IBM shares remain at moderate buy, with price targets going as high as $350. Good Lord, indicating potential upside of another 20% from here. All right, and that's about it. Look at that. This article was generated with the support of AI and reviewed by an editor. Oh, y'all see that? Y'all see that? This article was generated basically with AI and then reviewed by an editor. Taking y'all jobs. All right. On the date of publication, the editor did not have either directly or indirectly positions in any of the securities mentioned in this article. All information and data in this article is solely for informational purposes. This article was originally published on barchart.com. All right, look at that. So IBM and Anthropic are now in bed together. Would it be wrong to say that? Never mind. Let's leave that as is. We're not even gonna go there. We are not even going to go there. I wish I had my how dare you sound effect working. All right. Let me check the chat and then we're gonna go back to working. Let me see. You says yes, the sound effects. Yep, because I can see that they're not coming through over here, so it is what it is. And I do see that I had a bunch of drop frames as well. Hopefully we're doing better now. Yeah, I see the percentage is going. It's so. It is what it is. My guy Magnetar says I can see y'all. What's up, Magnetar? I don't have all of my sound effects yet. Says Magnetar says I'm back on the cold East Coast for now. What happened, Magnetar? Why are you back on the East Coast? And where on the East Coast? Are you in your hometown or are you somewhere else? Junior says, when I think of IBM, I think of those old computers with a floppy disk. I got those. You can't even hear them. So disappointing. All right. Anyways, here's what it is. All right, let's get in another working segment. I don't have my time sound effects yet. So we are going to over here. We are going to jump on another 20 minutes. So at 9:35, we will take our next break. Let's see. Magnus says hometown visiting. That's awesome. Shout out to you and the family. Junior says the video glitches a little bit every now and then. Yeah, I can see the cause like I can see the connection kind of going up and down. And I see the drop frames, they're going down. So hopefully, we're gonna figure it out. At the end of the day, then the information that we're doing, the work that we're doing is what is most important. So we're gonna make the most of it. We are going to make the most of it. All right. We are going to get back to work. All right, so let's go back over here, right? And so we have the fasting is done. Let's go back to our Gemini. Let me close that. And all right, so here's the story. As a potential user interested in the coaching platform, I want to be able to sign up for a waitlist and receive a unique invitation code when a spot becomes available, so that I can secure early access to the platform before it's launched to the public. Acceptance criteria. Public waitlist form. A publicly accessible page must have a simple form where a potential user can enter their first name and email address to join the waitlist. Waitlist confirmation. Upon successful submission, the user must receive an automated email confirming that they have been added to the waitlist and will be notified when the spot opens up. Admin waitlist view. As a platform admin, I must have a dashboard where I can see, view, sort, and search the list of users on the waitlist. Invite generation and sending. As an admin, I must be able to select one or more from the waitlist and click a send invite button. Okay. And generate unique single sign-in, invitational email, sign up with invitation code, successful redemption, expired code handling. All right, cool. So, oh my God, I don't even have my sound effect to stop the show. But wait just a second. Could it be? I mean, I gotta go to full screen for this. My guy Slimmy in the building. What's up, my guy Slimmy? Caught my dog on a stream. Finally, keep getting to it, bro. Shout out to my guy Slimmy. True with the 1999 super chat. What's up, Slimmy? What's good? Always a pleasure and a blessing whenever you are able to make it. I know you are super duper busy, so I always appreciate whenever you're able to stop by. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Slimmy. I truly appreciate you. And I gotta get the rest of my setup for like when super chats come in, we get that little celebration, all that good stuff. You know how we do. You know how we do over here. Y'all caught me on an off night because I am transitioning through softwares, but shout out to my guy Slimmy for the 1999 super chat. Truly appreciate you, Slimmy. Thank you so much. Shout out to my guy Slimmy. So you missed the conspiracy on Rob Brown's yesterday. That's a fact. That is a fact. All right. All right. Let me get back to work. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're gonna copy this whole thing over here. And we're gonna say this, and we're gonna take it over to and here. I'm gonna paste it right here. And I'm gonna get rid of this part. All right, so let's just take the of course part, right? So basically we want the user story for the waitlist and invitation code. We already read through it. All right, I'm going to send it off and see what we get. Slimmy says, "I know you're busy as well. I'm glad you're getting knowledge to the people. I do what I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm focusing so much on AI. It's like right now too because there is so many different opportunities with AI. I created some albums with AI. I'm building applications with AI. It's my secretary. It's doing everything for me. It is doing everything for me." All right. Let me see what we got going on. All right. So it is implementing. All right. So I'll implement a complete waitlist and invitation code system with database tables. All right. So after this is done, we are going to then say we want the waitlist to be the home page. Yeah, we want the waitlist to be the home page. If you have a login, you'll be able to get in. But if you don't, you will have to, like, if you want to sign up, you're going to need to enter your access code. But if you want to sign in, you should be able to sign in if you have access, right? So that's going to be it. All right, so now I'm creating the front-end components and the edge functions for the waitlist system. Let me while this is happening, let me know what you guys think about the new layout. Let me know what you guys think about the new layout. It's different, but I'm liking it because it's a little bit more interactive, and mostly because the stream isn't getting cut off. that's the main reason. The stream isn't getting cut off. Like I know we're having some latency issues, but you know. Simi says, my homie just sent me some music that he wrote and he used AI to make the song. It was moving rapidly, been moving rapidly on. Yeah, man. Like there's so many different use cases for it too, right? Cause like, let's say you don't have, let's say you, you make the track, right? Like you rap or you sing on it, whatever, but you don't have a producer. You can use you can add your music to AI produced beats, or vice versa. Let's say you make beats, you can have AI generated lyrics and do the voice and stuff like that. And now like you can, there's so many things you can do. There is so many things you can do. Rod Brown says, new layout is trash. Now make mine. Rod Brown, you'd be surprised how easy this was to set all this stuff up. Like there's some stuff that like with OBS, OBS, but getting these overlays, these lower thirds, you saw how fast I just added the Fort Lauderdale live with the time and everything like that, right? Yeah. You saw how fast that was. Simple, easy. And with the chat now, with everywhere that is being streamed to, I should be able to get all of that into one chat. Similar to like StreamYard, but all through OBS, right? So somebody says layout looks great. Thank you so much. This is my first time going back to this software, and I'm missing a lot of features, but we're gonna get everything back. We're going back to our roots. We're going back to our roots. It says now I'll create the components and edge functions for the waitlist. I have successfully implemented a complete waitlist feature, database tables, public pages, auth, waitlist manager, an admin, Edge function is send waitlist confirmation, send invitational email, all security positions, validations, and error handling are in place. The security policies, validation, and error handling are in place. The system tracks code status, retrieve, active, redeemed, expired. Okay, and updates waitlist entries according. Okay, nice. So let's go and take a look at that. I don't even know where the admin is though. Let me see. Let's refresh. Is it this admin? Or is it a different admin? Let me see. Where would I find? Where would I find it though? Let me see. Slash admin. So if I go here, okay, slash admin. Oh, yeah. Okay, there goes the waitlist. All right, so let's do. All right, so let's do this. In the admin, do a quick little. In the admin, can we have two separate? Can we have a tabbed view for active users and then for waitlist, so we can have them in two separate, easy to see views. Let me see. Yeah, we're back, Magniter. It's going up and down. I'm seeing it. It's going up and down. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make the connection stronger, but it's I think I know why. I think I know why. I could probably switch, but I don't want. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work, and then I will make some more adjustments. I'll make some more adjustments. Right. I've added a tab view in the admin interface to separate active. All right. So if we go back to over here, where's my tabbed view? Let's refresh. Where's my tab view? I don't see a tab view. Hold on. I've added a tab view in the looking at the code. Manage users, waitlist, tab list, active user. Why don't I see it? Let's go here. And we do admin. All right, there you go. Waitlist. Boom, look at that. Look at that. So there goes the waitlist. So this is the admin section to manage the waitlist. Now we can go to looking at the documentation. We want to go to, let me open up a private browser, bring it to this screen over here. And let's go over to this screen. All right, we're gonna do waitlist. So there goes to join the waitlist. If we do, let me think, what email should I use for this? Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me see what this does first. So if we click here to sign up, but I don't see a place to put the code though. All right. So let's try this. So let's say TCR, and we do a which one can I use? I want to be able to get the email. Oh, I know what I use. I use Ralph at techcoachingwithralph.com. Hopefully I didn't use that one yet. Join. All right, so check your email for confirmation. And let me check this real quick. Check my phone. Let me see. Unread. Nope, not that one. Spam? Haven't gotten it yet, so I have to check on that. Unread. Nope. Hasn't come through yet, so I have to see if it comes through. But let's go back and check the other screen. And let's refresh. Am I not? Okay, so we have here. Wait. Okay, so we have this, right? And then if I do this, I can send the invite. We'll send you an we'll send you an invitation code once a spot becomes available. All right, got it. So if we say send invitation, see if that works. One invitation successfully sent. All right, so now I'm gonna check on my phone to see if I actually got the invite. Let's see. So we have invited. Let me refresh the phone. Let's see here. Ralph at techcoachingwithralph.com. Make sure it didn't go to spam. Haven't gotten it yet. I'd expect it to be pretty fast. All right, we'll keep checking for that, right? But it is waitlist is implemented. Now we need a way that, let's go back to Gemini, right? I'm telling you, Gemini is my product owner. I give it the ideas. Well, it's not even a product owner. Right? I don't even know who that would be, right? But I use Gemini to, I'm like, this is the general idea that I want. Give me a user story with the details and the acceptance criteria, and then I take that into Lovable, right? That way, I'm saving on my credits, and I'm getting the whole idea instead of just like randomly asking. And then if it's like something minor, then I'll have Lovable do it. But let's see what we're gonna do. We're going to say, I need a follow-up feature that, all right, so let's say right now when a user who doesn't have access goes to the site, they will see two buttons. One button is to access the site, which will take them to the login page. And is it only to the login page? Let me see. Let's see what it does when you go to this page. If I say access system, it says don't have an account, sign up. Oh, okay, cool. So they won't be able to sign up without an invitation code. So that's good. Okay, good. So that's good. Well, that's good. That's not bad. However, okay, so we can say so we go here, sign. All right, so I'm just looking around to see what we have, right? So start tracking goals. Okay, we got that. Join the program. Schedule consultation. I have to think about this one over here. We can say, let's just get another button that says join the waitlist. Right? Because it's basically doing everything that we want it to do. All right, so yeah, I don't even need to prompt. I don't even need Gemini for this one, right? We are going to just tell Lovable. I think we should be out of credits too, right? Yep. say, can we add to the home page and the explore system page to a button to prompt the user to join the wait list. That way, they can easily access it without having to try to sign up to get. Let's say we say, let's send that. And then I want to, so while that's happening, I want to see one more thing, right? Don't have an account, join the wait list. I kind of want there to be, I'm thinking, if we should have some kind of like additional details. If we can have additional details on the wait list, then that might make it a little bit more appealing to join, you know? All right. All right. So it said it did it. It said it added it. Let's go to refresh. Where are you? I'll add the join wait list to both the homepage and the explore system page. I don't see it on the homepage. Let me see where it added it. Join the program. What? I wanted it added to it, not replace it. Cyber dashboard pages. So that's that one. Join waitlist and then index. Dashboard, explore system, access system, join waitlist. Explore. If there, okay, so if that's the user, I don't see it. Okay, there we go. Join waitlist. Nice. Nice. All right, last thing we're gonna do on the wait list, right? We are going to say that we are going to say if can we add some information about what features the platform has and how it will help the users self coach, self motivate, and help and build discipline. So they will be encouraged to join the wait list. And it's 9:38, right? So we're gonna go to break. I ran through the 9:35 break. So we're gonna go to break and then we will come back for one last segment to finish off this feature, right? So I'm gonna check the chat real quick and then we shall check the chat and then we shall get back to work, right? So let's see. My guy Magnus says, I'm gonna send you some government equipment for Christmas. Well, Magnetar, if y'all ain't using it, if y'all not using it, I will not turn it down, since I guess y'all don't really have much use for it right now. I'm just kidding. Just a little joke. You guys, I'm doing the sound effects. I can't even hear my sound effects. I feel so defeated. I feel so defeated. All right. See something. Let me see something real quick. Let's see something real quick. Mac capture. Application stream. Let me see something. Let me see something really quick. Oh, y'all saw that? Did y'all see that? I got my sound effects working. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. I know y'all can hear that now. I know y'all can hear that now. I'm excited. I am excited. See? We build it as we fly it, all right? Anything else? Nope. I think that's it. Let me go back to it if I missed anything. I think we're good. All right, cool, perfect. So the next topic of conversation is Supabase. Y'all saw me going to Supabase just not too long ago, right? I was checking on the SQL table, right? Not SQL, but the database. I was checking on a table in the database, right? So we are going to talk about their $5 billion. Yes, I said it. $5 billion valuation, right? These AI companies, these tech companies, their valuations are through the roof. All right. So let's find out what's going on. All right. Let's get that down. Blocking my face. All right. So it says Supabase nabs $5 billion. Yes, $5 billion valuation 4 months after hitting $2 billion. I didn't even see that part. So 4 months ago, they hit $2 billion. Now, 4 months later, they are at $5 billion. Salute to you, Supabase. Salute to you. All right, let's see. So Julie Bort, all right. These must be the people behind Supabase. And I'll tell you this, Lovable is deeply integrated with Supabase, right? So just recently, Lovable, they released their own cloud system, but that cloud system is just through it's just through Supabase, right? So they're still winning. They are still winning. But other applications, other providers can integrate with Supabase as well. So they're winning all around. Right? So it's been a whirlwind year for the vibe coding world's database of choice, Supabase. On Friday, Supabase announced that it raised a fresh $100 million Series E at $5 billion valuation, led by Excel and Peak XV. And I think the series go up to F. So we'll see what they do next, but they are killing the game. This is just 4 months after closing its $200 million Series D at a $2 billion valuation, led by Excel. And that Series D was just 7 months after raising an $80 million Series C, led by Sequoia, spinoff Peak XV, and David Sachs Craft Ventures at an undisclosed valuation. PitchBook estimated Supabase was valued at around $765 million in that deal, post money. So that's $380 million raised in a year and more than 500% valuation step up, assuming PitchBook's estimates of the Series C valuation are in the ballpark. Supabase has now raised a total of $500 million. Open source database service Supabase was founded in 2020 by CEO Paul Copplestone, and I didn't know it was open source, and CTO Ant Wilson, pictured above, a few years before the large language model powered vibe coding craze spawned. So that means, oh my God, that's crazy. When they created this company, right? They didn't even, vibe coding wasn't even a thought. And now they perfectly positioned themselves so that now that there's all this vibe coding happening, they are the go-to providers. I mean, there's some other ones out there, but they are the go-to. They're the go-to. And it so easily integrates with their system. Like I will make a change in Lovable, and then Supabase goes and gets its edge function, and it gets, it's crazy. Like Supabase is awesome, right? It's kind of cheap, but it can also be kind of pricey, right? So you just got to balance it. But if you're building an app for yourself and you're making it like a SaaS app where you're charging people for it, it'll pay for itself. And if you're building for somebody else, just charge them the cost of hosting Supabase. Simple as that. Simple as that. All right. Let me see. It says a few years before. All right. It was originally a Y Combinator startup that offered developers a Postgres-based open source alternative to Google's Firebase. Firebase is a database that was also designed to power AI apps. Supabase combines Postgres with other enterprise-grade open source tools for features like authentication, auto-generated APIs, file storage, and vector toolkit necessary for many AI apps. It simplified the difficult parts of setting up a database down to a few button clicks. Consequently, it became a popular backend for vibe coding tools, which writes apps with natural language prompts like fast-growing Lovable, right? Lovable, and Bolt. It says it is increasingly used by the database of choice for Figma and other uber popular AI coding tools like Replit, Cursor, and Claude. Oh my God! Do you see how they position themselves? They have positioned themselves that Replit, Cursor, Claude Code, Figma, Lovable, Bolt, probably Make, are all using it, and then people can just use it like to use it. Like they like somebody can be like privately coding and they say, I'm gonna connect to Supabase, right? They are hitting the market because who's a competitor? Let me see. Who is Supabase competitor? Main competitor established backend as a service platforms like Firebase and other open source alternatives like AppWrite, never heard of them, and Back4App, never heard of them either. Look at that. Key alternatives also include cloud-based services like Google Cloud SQL, Amazon RDS, as well as more specialized BaaS providers like AWS Amplify, Hashura. Those have huge learning curves. I'll say that because I've used some of these, right? Like I think I've played around with Amazon Amplify. I'm using RDS for the what do you call that tool? For the what do you call it? For the event management database, right? I've used MongoDB Atlas for unstructured. So you see major competitors: Firebase, AppWrite, AWS Amplify. So they are so well positioned. They are so well positioned. All right. It says, interestingly, so because Supabase is open source and supported by a community of developers, claiming 4 million developers as users. 4 million developers as users. That's crazy. That's crazy. It is allowing community members to also buy stock. What? I can buy stock? Y'all offering me stock? Y'all offering me stock? Let me break this. My mic is put that down. Did that not? Oh, I see what happened. It didn't transfer over. Give me. I got y'all. Hold on a second. Let me go and get this one over here. Let me go do this. Copy. Ooh. Oh, okay. I got you. Let's just move that right in. Boom. All right, cool. Got it. I had to get my sound effects over there too, right? Boom. Did that come through? I'll find it. I will find it. I don't know where it is. Oh, is it this? Let me see. Is it this one? I don't see it. Let me get it. Give me a. We're figuring it out. We are figuring it out. There we go. Boom. Boom. Let's go with it. There we go. We'll figure it out, right? but 4 million. So let me see. It is allowing community members to also can I buy Supabase stock? Let me see. You cannot easily buy Supabase stocks because it's a private company. But I thought our Supabase community members to buy stock. Okay. The company, which is privately held, announced okay. So where do I get it? All right, I'll look into that later. I will look into that later, right? But that's the story. That is the story. Shout out to Supabase. Killing the game. They are killing the game. All right. We are going to get back to. I gotta figure out how to use this stuff with my Stream Deck to make these things move around and stuff like that. But we'll get there. We shall get there. Let's go over to last few minutes of the show. We're going to check what's happening with what we requested. So I asked it to add some information on the feature page. I'll add a detailed feature section on the homepage, highlighting self-coaching, self-motivation, and discipline. Add it to the homepage? I thought I asked it to the. Oh, shoot. Let me see. Let's see how it looks. I don't know. Let's see how it looks. But what if they go straight to the waitlist? So let's see. Could we add that information to the? I am over here. Can we add that information to the waitlist as well? Let's see what we get. I'll add the feature section to the waitlist to provide context before user signs up. All right. So now, after that's done, that should be it. I have a bunch of stuff to fix that I need to tinker with like the layout and stuff like that. But this is that's the feature. So what I'll end up doing is I'm going to publish the site as is so that, and I'm going to give it a domain. What should I call it though? I was just thinking about portal. Maybe I'll have two domains. Maybe I have like portal.techcoachdrop.dev and then I'll have like barbariancoaching.com. Let's go. I don't know. I have to think about the domain name. I'm thinking about the domain name, but we need to, so it'll be 2 ways to access. So what I can do immediately is just have like portal.techcoachdrop.dev and then a way to anyone can access it just by like some .com domain name. I'll figure it out. All right, let's go and check the waitlist page. Refresh this page. Join the waitlist. Be the first among to access. Oh, I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. You get to this because now I can just take this page and post it in different spots, and people can be able to join the waitlist, and then I can be able to. So self-coaching tools, weekly navigator, accountability mirror, progress timeline, AI-powered insights, motivation engine, cookie jar system, gamification, rewards, trophy case, daily momentum builder. And then discipline protocols and elite coaching, expert guidance, scheduled session scheduling, progress reviews, community network. And then this is like this would be like a higher tier where they can, work one-on-one. discipline protocols, habit tracker, challenge. I don't even know I have all these stuff in there. Critical alerts, never miss important deadlines or commitments with smart notifications, and then secure your spot right there. Let me check if I got the email. I did not get the email. Spam, unread. I didn't get the email. Let me go see why. Let me go over to resend. Let's see. Ooh, what's that? Okay. I don't think the email is being sent. So we're gonna go to here and say I tested sending the email, but I never received it. Can we make sure the email is being sent through resend so we can easily track the outgoing emails for waitlist signups. All right, let's do that. And that should be it. That should be it after that. I wonder if I could resend. Let me check the admin part. Can I resend it? All right, so we'll add a way to resend the invite in case the person didn't get it, because I didn't see anything go through. I checked the current and make sure it's all right. The edge function is already set up to go to resend, but there's an issue. It's using the default onboarding at resend.dev, which has limitations and may not work properly. Here's what you'll need to do. Sign up. Okay, we got that. Verify. Okay, so I have to do. Okay, I have to do that. Update the edge function to use your verify. Oh, but why wouldn't that work though? Because it worked on other stuff. Once you've completed the steps, let me know what email address you'd like to send from. All right, so that's basically what it is. So I will have to set that up, and there's a few steps to doing that. All right, so we can try this part. Let's do domains. Oh, this is the wrong account though. Let's sign off over here. How do I sign off? What do I say? Log off. And we're gonna log in here. We're gonna go to this one. And email. What? Domain? Am I in the wrong one? I could have sworn. Maybe I never did. I thought I did. Okay. We shall say domain name. We'll set that up later. I will set that up later, but I thought I did this already, but apparently not. Because I have to think about the domain name that we're going to be using for this. Probably for the. I got to think about it some more. I got to think about it some more. But great work, great progress. We cannot use the waitlist as of now yet because we need to set up the domain. But as soon as I got the domain set up, I will publish the site and make it available for people to be able to join the waitlist. And then I will start cycling people in so that they can start using all the features and benefits that I have been using that is making my life amazing. All right. So we're going to end the show. Thank you for bearing with me for tonight. It's a little messy, but we're making progress. I need to finish updating my sound effects, my screen transitions, making it look a lot nicer, borders, all that good stuff. But we're still gonna go live tomorrow. I forgot, we are gonna go live tomorrow, right? So as we wrap up the show, I want to say thank you everyone for tuning in. Shout out to my guy Slimmy as well for joining the show and supporting and all of that good stuff. My guy Rod Brown, shout out to Rod Brown for going live yesterday. Shout out to my guy Junior. I gotta go check out your video. Shout out to my guy Magnetar for sending me government equipment that he's not using right now. And Phil Knight for stopping by earlier, and me, Mystify. Shout out to all of you guys. Truly appreciate it. Remember, tomorrow, we have the Bug Bite, and I'm going to be going live in the morning with a vertical stream. We're going to be looking over some news stories for about an hour. That's the goal. I'm looking towards doing that a little bit more often. Maybe 2 to 3 times a week, maybe like we used to do back in the days, but only news stories, quick hits. To get our day started, you know, the same way, like, you know, you read the newspaper, have a cup of coffee. We're gonna be doing the same thing, right? We're gonna be doing the same thing. But yeah, that's about it. What do we have coming up this weekend? There's no Vibe Coding show this weekend, but there is a Scrum Night on Sunday. We have live stream on Sunday as well. That's about it. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Let me check the chat real quick. Junior says, great show as always. Also, the sound effects are loud and clear. And let me see what else. It says, loving the new setup. I'm liking it too. And I am happy that although we had some internet glitches, the whole show did not shut down. All right. And Rod Brown says, all good. Great show. Shout out to my guy, Rod Brown. All right. That's about it. We're going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Techo Drauf. Hopefully this works the way that I expect it to work. But let me get some things out. So, Techo Drauf, we are out.
I try to live what they let go, away to dreams they'll never know. But a drowning soul can't save the tide, and now I see I must step aside.
I fought till my hands turned to stone, carrying battles that weren't my own. They swore they'd stand but turned away, left me to bleed in the fray.
I held the line as long as I could, fought for the spark they misunderstood. They whispered dreams they'd never choose, said they were in but lived to lose. I can't fight for you no more, knocking on a locked up door. You said you were in but faded out, your silence echoes a deafening shout.
I wanted to see your colors fly, but you clipped your wings and let them die. You craved the fall, not the fight to win, a war within that you let begin.
I can't fight for you no more, knocking on a locked up door. You said you were in but faded out, your silence echoes a deafening shout. I saw the fire dim in their eyes, promises buried under their lies. They wore the crown of fleeting belief, but ran from the throne when it brought grief. Oh,
I tried to carry your weight on my back, Your shadow was a heavy attack. You disappeared when the fire burned high. Left me screaming at an empty sky.
I wanted the victory more than they, but you can't chase stars for those who stray. So I lay down the sword and walk away. The battle's lost, they chose decay. I can't fight for you no more. Knocking on a locked up door. You said you were in but faded out. Your silence echoes a deafening shout. Oh, they vanished like shadows in the light, fading away when it's time to fight. I reach my hand, they let it fall. I can't catch ghosts, I've given it all.
Oh, they vanish like shadows in the light, fading away when it's time to fight. I reached my hand, they let it fall. I can't catch ghosts, I've given it all.